Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. Tonight we are going for another beer from Big Drop Brewing Co. Which one is it? It's this one. It is Fläderlätt. I think I've pronounced that wrong. Elderflower IPA. And it's brewed in collaboration with Hop Notch Brewing. And it is an elderflower based alcohol-free IPA. And it says on the side of the can, refreshment delivered. This well-rounded elderflower IPA delivers on both nose and palate. Use of an experimental UK hop, Mozart, generates a unique flavour profile with hints of bitter grapefruit, I like, clean citrus, love, drawn together by a fresh, fruity elderflower twist. Store and enjoy chilled. Well, that's exactly what I've done. You've got a rating on the IBUs of 31, so there's a little bit going on there. It's gluten-free. There's 66 calories in this 440ml can. And you've got your little sliding scale that goes somewhere between the Magic Flute and Rock Me Amadeus, and that's where it is. Not entirely sure what they mean, but there we go. Anyway, the usual ingredients are water, can't get my words out. Water, barley, lactose, hops, natural flavouring, and yeast. And yeah, that is that. Like I say, it's a 440ml can, never more than 0.5% ABV. And elderflower. I think it's the first beer I've had that's supposedly elderflower flavoured. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get it out and into a glass, rather, and see what we think. So we're going to pour into the AF Beer Club glass, and the pour is golden, crystal clear. See if we can get a bit of a head, can we? Yes. There we go. So we have a golden clear beer that is, yeah, it's got about a finger's worth of spongy white head. It looks alright. You know, it looks a bit like a lager, but it's, yeah, it looks nice. You know, it looks like those sweets that you used to have as a kid. Well, it reminds me of those anyway. So it looks alright. It's a whiff. Okay, I'm getting some grapefruit. I'm getting a little citrus. Outside of the grapefruit, of course. I'm getting a little something that may well be the elderflower. I don't know. I've never had it, knowingly. So, never had elderflower wine, juice, the fruit, anything. Say the fruit, flower. It smells okay. So yeah, I'm getting more grapefruit than anything. But cheers. That is the first beer that Big Drop have done in a pale line that has got oodles of flavour. I'm quite impressed. It's got a decent body to it. It's kind of medium. I can get the flowery thing. I get it. Grapefruit is there. Citrus is there. But most importantly, it's a nice balanced malt. And it's not that overly sweet malt that can ruin a lot of alcohol-free beers. And yeah, that is actually really rather good. I've had many a beer that people describe as floral. And I've never quite understood it in a big way. This I get. This I would describe as floral. The bitterness, it's there, but it's very subtle. Hops are there. It's good. The finish is relatively hoppy, medium in length, and quite dry. But, you know, on the whole, that is quite pleasant. So, Hop Notch have obviously brought something to the table and elevated some of the Big Drop stuff in this Fläderlätt. Swedish for lightweight, for those who don't know. And apologies to all Swedes for absolutely trashing the enunciation of the word. So yeah, it's that. It's a good beer. What does the world of Untapped think of it? Well, the world of Untapped says there's been 208 check-ins and an average score of 3.28, which isn't too bad. But I have a sneaky feeling that I'm going to score it a little bit higher on my 5 pillars of judgment scoreboard with the looks, the aroma, the body, the taste, and the finish. And we're going to start with the looks. The head that has dissipated now was okay. You know, alcohol-free beers never seem to hold their head particularly well. Certainly not compared to their full-bodied counterparts. But the beer itself, you know, it's crystal clear. It's a nice golden colour. The carbonation looks good in the beer. I have no real complaints at all. I'd like it darker, but that's just preference. Otherwise, it's a good-looking beer. I'm going to give it 0.75 to kick off the score. The aroma, I say it promised. What did it promise? I forget now. Nothing. It didn't actually promise an aroma. It just says there's a unique flavour profile with hints of bitter grapefruit, clean citrus drawn together by a fresh fruity elderflower twist. Well, I do get the grapefruit on the nose. I do get the citrus and I get that floral edge. It's kind of medium in strength. It's not weak, it's not strong. It's decent. I like it. I'm going to give it the 0.75. And the body for an alcohol-free beer is really, really good. It's full in the mouth. You know, it suits the IPA style well. Its carbonation is spot on, and I have had a few big drop beers in the past that have been over-carbonated to the point where they turn into a Roman candle when you take the cap off the bottle. This one was not one of them. It was spot on. I cannot fault the body at all. I'm going to give it the full point. So the taste, though, is king. And I think for the first time, I'm going to give a decent score for the flavour on a big drop pale ale. It promises citrus, grapefruit, and an elderflower twist. It delivers citrus, grapefruit, and an elderflower twist. It's medium to sort of medium heavy in terms of the strength. It's tasty. It's a great balanced malt. I like it a lot. A hell of a lot. I'm going to give it the full point, which does surprise me. And the finish, you know, on an IPA, I am looking for hops and longevity and bitterness. I'm going to get 2 of those. I get a good, healthy dose of hops. I get subtle bitterness and I get medium longevity. I think if either the bitterness or the longevity had been increased, it would have been even better. Otherwise, it's still really rather good. I'm going to give it the 0.75, which gives it a total of 4.25 out of 5 on the old Untapped scoreboard of joy, which I don't think I've ever done for a big drop beer before. And it's really, really good is this one. I like it a lot. So it's one, if I can get my hands on it again, I would. Absolutely, 100%. So Hop Notch Brewing and Big Drops at Fläderlätt Elderflower beer is a good one. Definitely give it a try if you've not before. And on that note, I'm going to say down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish, especially that subscribe one, which is in one of the corners. I forget which now. And leave me a comment if you've tried the beer before. On that note, I'll catch you again soon. Bye.